we've just capped up a really good Crown Jewel event for Crown Jewel 2023, and today I'm going to give you Pixel's Master Review of Crown Jewel 2023. To start things off, we had the kickoff show match between Sami Zayn and JD McDonough, and it was about everything as you would expect. Sami Zayn did really well, was cheered on by the crowd. JD McDonough did really well as well. Got a lot of good heat in this match. Stayed on top of Zayn for a lot of the match. But then by the end of it, Helluva Kick, Blue Thunder Bomb, pin, 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn wins in Saudi Arabia, which is what the whole point of this match was. It was fairly good. Yeah, I would say it's 3 stars. It was a solid kickoff show match. Well done to both guys. Next up, we had Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre to kick off the main portion of the show for the World Heavyweight Championship. This was one of the best matches of the night. Drew McIntyre did really well. The crowd was on his side for basically the entire match. The crowd loved both these guys, but Drew McIntyre got a lot more love than Seth did, in my opinion, which is cool to see. But then, there was one spot in this match where Drew McIntyre reversed I think it was a stomp or a pedigree into a claymore, and he got the pin. I almost thought that would be it, but it wasn't. And Seth ended up coming back, getting a pedigree, stomp, 1, 2, 3, pinning McIntyre. McIntyre visibly pissed off after the match. We also had a cash-in attempt by Damian Priest. He came down with the ref, went to go cash in, and a hooded figure knocks it out of his hands. And who is it? It's Sami Zayn, to the delight of everyone in the crowd. He steals the briefcase off of Priest, and he runs as fast as he can out of the building, holding the briefcase. And Priest goes running after him, and Seth is still the World Heavyweight Champion. Solid match, 4 stars. After that, we had the Women's World Title Fatal 5-Way between Ripley, Jax, Raquel, Baszler, and Stark. I thought this was about as well as you could do in a Fatal 5-Way match. I'm not the biggest fan of matches with an uneven number of people, but this was pretty well done. My favourite moment of the match was when Baszler got Raquel and Rhea into heel hooks, and then put Jax in the Kirifuda clutch, and I wanted all of them to submit right then and there. I love when Baszler does that, and I love when they let her do that type of stuff. It was a really good showing from Stark. Stark did awesome. The finish came when Ripley did a riptide onto Baszler and Raquel while holding, hitting the move with Stark, pinning Baszler. Jax wasn't involved in the finish at all, so you have to expect Jax and Rhea go one-on-one at some point for the title. But yeah, it was a really solid match. 3.5 stars. Good job. After that, we had Solo Sikoa taking on John Cena. This was a really good encounter, and one that had no bloodline interference whatsoever. I thought this match was really well done. John can still go. Hitting big moves actually as well. He had to pull out a lot of good stuff from his arsenal. And Solo Sikoa looking strong as hell, especially on the finish where he just spiked Cena and kept spiking him and hitting him with his thumb, jabbing him in the throat so many times. I couldn't even count. And then he just pins him. 1, 2, 3, center of the ring. Cena seemingly, who knows, maybe retired? Who knows? He waved goodbye to the crowd after the match, received a standing ovation, walked up the ramp. Who knows what the future holds for that? But Solo looking strong as hell here, Cena putting him over big time. I'd say 3.5 stars for this match. Well done. Now we have Logan Paul taking on Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. Logan Paul got a special entrance. His gear looked really cool. I was really impressed with his gear. Logan Paul always has really good ring gear. I don't know why. I'm a big fan of that. But the match itself was a really good match, obviously, between one of the greatest of all time in Rey and a young up-and-comer who's in his 8th match and he's still killing it. It's kind of hard to believe, but he was really good, and especially in this match. And so the finish came when one of Logan Paul's goonies came to give him brass knuckles, and Escobar came and fought him off, but left the brass knuckles in the ring for Logan Paul to get. Ray goes for the 619, he hits it, goes for the splash on top, and he counters into a right hand with the brass knuckles, pins in 1, 2, 3, and we have a new United States champion in Logan Paul. There's something that feels super right about Logan being US champion, and so I'm excited to see what he does and how he does in this reign. I would give this match 4 stars. It was very well done. Well done to both gentlemen. And who knows what this means for the LWO and Escobar and Ray, because I'm sure something will have to be talked about here. Next up, we have Io Sky defending her championship against Bianca Belair. And this match was slightly underwhelming, not because of the in-ring stuff. I thought it was pretty good and what you expect. But the crowd was just not into this match whatsoever. Kind of disappointing. When you have 2 great in-ring talent like Io Sky and Bianca Belair. But the match went about how you'd expect. Bayley comes out eventually to, we say not interfere, just watch, but then she ended up interfering. Bianca Belair put a stop to that. And then what do we have? A return by Kairi Sane, taking out Belair, leaving Io Sky to pick up the pieces in the ring. Moonsault 1, 2, 3, and a retention of the Women's World Championship. And it looks like Io Sky and Kairi Sane have joined forces, so who knows what this means for Bayley and Damage Control. So yeah, it was a good match again, but I think it was taken away from by the crowd's inability to get into the match. Didn't add anything to it. So I would give this match 3 stars. It was a good match and excellent return, and I'm excited to see where this goes. Then we had Cody Rhodes taking on Damian Priest. You could tell Damian Priest was pissed off heading into this match. He tried to cash in his Money in the Bank earlier in the night on Seth Rollins and was thwarted by Sami Zayn, so he comes out only with the titles because Zayn's still got the briefcase. Very pissed off coming out. Crowd obviously on the side of Rhodes, singing his theme song in his entrance. Awesome to see. And it was a good match, good back and forth. And then the interference started. Finn Balor came down. JD got in the ring, allowed Priest to take advantage, hit the South of Heaven for a massive near fall. Eventually, the Judgment Day are thwarted by Jey Uso, who made an appearance here, which was nice to see him too, because the crowd loved Jey Uso. And then it allowed Cody to hit a couple Cody cutters, a few crossroads, and pick up the win over Priest. Priest still looks strong, and it was a solid match. 3.5. I'm excited to... Hopefully this type of feud ends at War Games, because it has been going on for a long time. But yeah, I'm excited to see it happen. Finally, we have the main event of the evening. For the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, we have Roman Reigns defending the title against the megastar LA Knight. And the crowd is so behind LA Knight in this match. There were thousands of yeah signs. The entire match dominated. Whenever LA Knight was on the offensive, you could hear the yeahs chanting through the arena every single time. Roman with some excellent crowd work. Knight with some extra character work, trash talking at the start of the match. It was really fun to see them almost get into it at the beginning. You don't see that very often anymore, and it was nice to see. And towards the end of the match, Knight had it was a relatively even match. He stood toe to toe with the most dominant champion of our era. At the end of the match, we see the Usos, not Usos, Jimmy Uso get involved. Solo Sikoa try to get involved. Uso distracts Knight, allowing Roman to hit a spear for a massive near fall. Knight kicked out. He hits BFT on Roman. Roman out for the count near the ropes. Uso puts his foot on the ropes. Knight goes out, puts Uso through the table, but then gets speared through the barricade by Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns gets him back in the ring. Another spear. 1, 2, 3, and puts down LA Knight. I don't think Knight looks weak here at all. I think he looks awesome. He looks strong as. Doesn't look out of place whatsoever inside the main event, and his future is so strong and so bright. Whether it's the World Heavyweight Championship, the United States Championship. You can tell this man is going to hold a title within the next 6 months. Match of the night, 4.5 stars. Excellent work to both gentlemen. And I'm super excited to see Knights Rise continue, because even though he lost this match, it's not slowing down anytime soon. So yeah, awesome match. Well done. So there we have it. That's the entire review of all the matches. I would say this pay-per-view was really well done. There wasn't a single bad match, and I thought the main event was really good, especially in comparison to Roman's past couple of matches. I thought this was his best one. I shouldn't say that. Sorry, I just meant I reckon this was better than Uso versus Jay versus Roman at SummerSlam. Knights here to stay. Kairi Sane's return was massive. I think it's going to be great. Logan Paul winning the US title was fun. Drew's heel turn's only going to, keep developing. Cena might be retired. Who knows? A bunch of good stuff came out of this show. I would grade this show a 8.5 out of 10 for me. Or maybe a 4.25 out of 5, depends on how you see it. But yeah, this was Pixel Master Review. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And please comment your own opinion of Crown Jewel down below, what you thought of it. Thanks everyone for joining, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.